Okay student, today we see that is about the opening and closing of stomata. In last lecture we have seen that is how the structure of the stomata. In the structure we have seen that is there are the three main parts of the stomata, that is the guard cells. These are the two guard cells. Then here small opening, that is known as the stoma pore, and these are the accessory cells or the subsidiary cells. Okay, so today we see that is how the opening and closing of the stomata takes place. So opening and closing of stomata, it mainly takes place during the day and night time. So during the daytime there is the opening of the stomata takes place, and during the night time the closing of the stomata takes place. Okay, so see here what happens during the opening and the closing of the stomata. That is, it mainly control that is by the turgidity of these guard cells. Okay, so see that is here we have seen the guard cells, that is during we are having that is the inner wall, it is the thick, and outer wall which is the thin elastic. Okay, while inner wall it is the thick and it is the non-elastic or inelastic. Okay, so see that is here during the daytime what happens, that is in the guard cells, that is sugar concentration increases. Okay, that is the photosynthesis takes place and the sugar concentration increases, and due to which here increasing the sugar concentration, here endoosmosis takes place. Endoosmosis takes place, and due to which here the guard cells which becomes turgid. Okay, so here turgidity of the guard cells, it mainly helpful for the opening of the stomata. So what happens, that is here endoosmosis takes place, and due to which here the guard cells becomes turgid. When the guard cells becomes turgid during endoosmosis, what happens, the outer wall of the guard cell, it is elastic. Okay, so it gets stretched. ते काय होतं, असं stretched होतं, and due to stretching of this outer wall here, the inner wall of the guard cells, it gets apart from each other. Okay, so the opening of the stomata takes place. Okay, but during night what happens, that is the stomata gets closed. So what happens during the night time, that is during the night time rate of photosynthesis is completely stopped. Okay, so here the sugar concentration of this guard cell is decreases, that is sugar it converts into the starch. Okay, and due to which here these from this guard cells here the water is given out due to the decrease in the concentration, and here the guard cells which becomes flaccid. So when the guard cells becomes flaccid, what happens, that is the inner wall, inner thick wall, okay, which moves apart from each other, they comes near. Okay, and when the guard cells becomes flaccid, here the closing of the stomata takes place. Okay, so here due to the endoosmosis what happens, opening of the stomata takes place, and due to the exosmosis here closing of the stomata takes place. Okay, so these are two processes, it mainly takes place. So here the endoosmosis and the exosmosis, it mainly takes place, that is these are due to the diurnal changes in the osmotic potential of the guard cells. Okay, so here during the daytime osmotic potential of the guard cells increases, while during the night time osmotic potential of the guard cell decreases. Okay, so here the opening and the closing of the stomata, it mainly given by the scientist, that is the Stewart, by the starch sugar hypothesis. By the starch sugar hypothesis. So here the starch sugar hypothesis, or it is also known as starch sugar interconvertible theory. So it firstly discovered by the scientist Liot, and then again here this theory it is modified by the scientist Stewart. Okay, so by the scientist Leeward, who firstly discovered this method, that is how the opening of the stomata takes place and how the closing of the stomata takes place. Okay, and then again this is Leeward, who given this process, then again it modified by the Stewart. Okay, so see, that is here the how the opening and the stomata closing of the stomata takes place, that is by the starch sugar hypothesis. Okay, or the starch sugar interconvertible theory. So see, that is here. So here the starch sugar interconversion how takes place, that is what happens during the daytime. Okay, so during the daytime we have seen that is the opening of the stomata takes place. So how the opening of the stomata takes place, that is during the daytime here photosynthesis takes place. Okay, we have seen that is in the guard cell there are the chloroplast. Okay, so in the guard cell there are the chloroplast. Okay, and due to presence of this chloroplast here, in the guard cell there is the photosynthesis takes place. So in the guard cell, the CO2 concentration, CO2 which is present in this guard cell, here this CO2 is consumed. CO2 is consumed for the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and then again hydrogen, it is also consumed, that is by using the CO2 and the H2O. Here the photosynthesis process takes place, and due to which here the pH of the cell, guard cell, it gets increased. Okay, so here pH of the guard cell gets increased, and when the pH of the guard cell gets increased, that is the starch which is present in the guard cells, the starch it converts into the sugar in presence of enzyme phosphorylase. There is the formation of enzyme phosphorylase, and this due to presence of this phosphorylase enzyme here, what happens during the daytime, that is during the daytime starch is converted into the sugar. So sugar is soluble in the water. Sugar is soluble in the water, and due to which here when the sugar is soluble, that is here the guard cell concentration increases. Okay, so concentration of this protoplasm of the guard cell gets increases. So when the concentration of this guard cell gets increases, due to which here osmotic pressure of this guard cell increases. Okay, and we have seen that is here when the osmotic pressure increases, that is here the concentration increases, we have seen that is the movement of the solvent is from the low concentration solution to the higher concentration solution. So here the subsidiary cell which is having the low concentration solution, while here the guard cell protoplasm it is having the high concentration, and due to which here the endoosmosis takes place. Okay, and water enters into the guard cell. When water enters into the guard cell, endoosmosis takes place, and due to which here the pressure it exerts on the outer wall of the guard cell. And when pressure exerts on the outer wall, it is thin and elastic. It gets stretched, and due to the stretching of these guard cells, that is the outer wall of the guard cell, here the inner wall of the guard cell it moves apart from each other. Okay, it moves apart from each other, and in this way here the opening of the stomata takes place during the daytime. Then what happens during the night time? During night time here the closing of the stomata takes place. So during the night time there is no photosynthesis. Okay, so here CO2 concentration of this guard cell increases. There is the storage of the CO2 concentration. Okay, CO2, and due to which here CO2 concentration it gets increases, and due to increase in the CO2 concentration pH gets decreases. pH काय होईल इथं decrease होईल, and due to which here during the night time what happens, sugar it converts into the starch in presence of enzyme phosphorylase. In presence of enzyme phosphorylase. Okay. So here what happens, see there here, when the sugar it converts into the starch during the night time in these guard cells. Okay, so the starch is insoluble in water. Starch is insoluble in water, and due to which here the concentration of the protoplasm cells it gets decreases. Concentration of protoplasm cell is gets decreases. That is here water potential increases. Water potential it gets increases. Okay, and due to increase in the water potential, here the exoosmosis takes place. Exoosmosis takes place. That is here the concentration of the cell sap gets decreases. Okay, and here the neighboring cell, that is the subsidiary cell, having the high concentration. Okay, so we have seen that is the movement of the water solvent is from the low concentration solution to the high concentration solution oil, and here the exoosmosis takes place. Okay, and due to with the exoosmosis, this guard cell it becomes flaccid. Guard cells काय बनतील, flaccid बनतील. Okay, so here the two wall, that is the inner thick wall which moves apart from each other, they comes near to each other. They comes near to each other, okay, due to the flaccidity of these guard cells. And in this way here the closing of the stomata takes place. Okay, so it happens during the night time. Okay, and this theory it was proposed by the scientist Stewart. Okay, so see that is here the what happens during the daytime and the night time, that is by the starch sugar hypothesis or starch sugar interconversion theory. Okay, then next theory, that is about here it is proposed by the scientist Leavitt. Okay, so here it is the proton transport theory. Okay, so see that is the next theory, that is the proton transport theory. Proton transport theory. So what happens during in the daytime and the night time, that is this proton transport theory it was given by the scientist Leavitt. So here the scientist Leavitt who proved that is the proton, how the protons are transport. Okay, that is due to the movement of the potassium ion, chlorine ions, and due to the protons, that is H plus. Okay, so see that is what happens during the daytime and the night time. Okay, so the during daytime, here the stomata opens, and during the night time stomata it gets closed. So what happens during the daytime? See that is here by the proton transport theory. Here the scientist Leavitt who explained that is during the daytime here the starch which is present in these guard cells, this starch it is converted into the malic acid. Starch it convert into the malic acid. Okay, and here in the malic acid, see here in this guard cell what happens. Okay, starch which is convert into the malic acid. Okay, and here the malic acid it gets dissociate into the malate and H plus ions. Malic acid, it dissociates into the malate and plus H plus ions. H plus means protons. Malate plus and H plus ions, that is the protons. Okay, so these are the protons. So what happens, that is to maintain the guard cells, that is here the guard cells which gives out the protons, that is hydrogen ions, from the guard cell to the subsidiary cells. Okay, so here the protons which are transferred into the subsidiary cells. See here, that is these protons, these are transferred into the subsidiary cells. या subsidiary cells मध्ये protons काय झाले, transfer झाले. Okay, and when protons these are given out into the subsidiary cell, from the subsidiary cell here the potassium ions gets enters. From the subsidiary cell here the potassium ions which gets enter into the guard cells. Okay, so here the potassium ions which enters into the guard cells. So what happens here, the concentration of the potassium ion, it gets increases. So this potassium ion, it is consumed by the malate. Potassium ions, these are consumed by the malates, that is here the malate plus potassium ions, okay, it converts into the potassium malate. It converts into the potassium malate. Okay, so here the malate which is present in the guard cell, how the malate is produced, that is malic acid which gets dissociated into the malate and the protons. Okay, so here the protons which are given out or transfer into the subsidiary cells, while from the subsidiary cells here the potassium ions are transferred into the guard cells. Okay, so here due to the exchange, there is an exchange in the protons and the potassium ions. When potassium ion enters into these guard cells, the malate which is present in the guard cell, it combines with the potassium ions, okay, and there is the formation of potassium malate. Okay, so when the potassium malate is formed, the osmotic pressure of the guard cell increases. Okay, due to which here OP काय झाला याचा increase झाला. Osmotic potential of the guard cell gets increases. So when the osmotic potential of the guard cell gets increases, here what happens, that is the endoosmosis takes place. So here endoosmosis takes place means what happens, that is here the water molecule enters from the subsidiary cells. During the potassium ions, here the chlorine ions also gets enter. या पोटॅशियम आयन बरोबरच याच्यामध्ये क्लोराइड आयन्स पण काय होतात, एंटर होतात. कुठे होतात, इन द गार्ड सेल्स. ओके, सो हियर द पोटॅशियम आयन अँड द क्लोराइड आयन ऑल्सो एंटर्स इनटू द गार्ड सेल. हियर द ऑस्मोटिक पोटेन्शियल ऑफ द गार्ड सेल गेट्स इन्क्रीजेस. आणि ऑस्मोटिक पोटेन्शियल इन्क्रीज झाल्यामुळे काय होईल, हियर द वॉटर ऑल्सो गेट्स एंटर इनटू द गार्ड सेल्स. And when water gets enter into the guard cell, what happens? The guard cell become turgid. Okay, endoosmosis takes place, that is the guard cells become turgid. So due to the increase in osmotic pressure, here the endoosmosis takes place. Endoosmosis takes place. म्हणजे एक लक्षात ठेवा की डे टाइमला काय होतं, एंडोऑस्मोसिस होते. ओके, सो हियर the endoosmosis takes place and what happens, that is the guard cells becomes turgid. guard cells turgid झाले म्हणजे काय होईल, तर आउटर वॉल थिन जो आहे तो इलास्टिक आहे, तो काय होईल, पुन्हा स्ट्रेच्ड होईल. ड्यू टू द स्ट्रेचिंग ऑफ दिस आउटर वॉल द इनर वॉल. ओके, आता समजा इथं क्लोज्ड आहे स्टोमाटा, ठीक आहे, आउटर वॉल स्ट्रेच झाला की इनर वॉल जो आहे, जो थिक वॉल आहे, इट मूव्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम इच अदर. दोन्ही गार्ड सेलचे इनर वॉल हे काय होतील, मूव्ह व्हायला सुरुवात होईल. ओके, अँड ड्यू टू विच हियर द ओपनिंग ऑफ द स्टोमाटा टेक्स प्लेस. ओपनिंग ऑफ द स्टोमाटा टेक्स प्लेस. ओके, सो it is due to the movement of the protons and the potassium and the chlorine. Okay, so there is the interchange. Protons which transfer into the guard cells, subsidiary cells from the guard cells. From the guard cells, protons which are transferred into the subsidiary cell. Okay, while here the potassium and the chloride ions, these are transferred from the subsidiary cell into the guard cells. When the potassium ions enters into the guard cells, in these guard cells we have seen that is the starch which is converted into the malic acid. Okay, and the malic acid then converts into the malate. Then malate combines with the potassium ions in the guard cells. Okay, and here the osmotic pressure of these guard cells increases. Osmotic pressure guard cells increase झाल्यामुळे इथं काय होईल, endoosmosis होईल. And due to this endoosmosis, here the guard cells become turgid. And due to turgidity of this guard cell, here the stomata gets open. Okay, so here it is due to the movement of the protons, okay, and the potassium. Movement of the protons and the potassium. So it happens during the daytime. What happens during the daytime? That is opening of the stomata takes place. So what happens during the night time? Okay, so during the night time here the CO2 concentration gets decrease. CO2 concentration decrease. CO2 concentration during night time decreases. So what happens here? The uptake of the potassium ion and this chloride ion, it is mainly prevented. ओके, काय होईल इथं, तर हा जो अपटेक आहे तो काय होतो, प्रिव्हेंट होतो, स्टॉप होतो. अपटेक ऑफ द पोटॅशियम आयन अँड द क्लोराइड आयन इट प्रिव्हेंटेड बाय द ड्यू टू द प्रेझेन्स ऑफ हियर ABA, that is the abscisic acid, which is the inhibitor. Abscisic acid काय आहे, inhibitor आहे. So abscisic acid which is present in this guard cell, okay, this abscisic acid which prevent the incoming, म्हणजे इथं जे पोटॅशियम आणि क्लोराइड आयन्स एंटर होत आहेत यांचा जो इनकमिंग आहे तो स्टॉप करतो. कोण करतं, abscisic acid. Okay, so due to which here the uptake of the potassium and the chloride ion stops, and due to which here the synthesis of the starch takes place. Okay, so here the synthesis of starch takes place. Due to which here synthesis of the starch takes place. When the starch synthesis takes place here, the osmotic concentration is decreases. Osmotic concentration त्याचं काय होईल, decrease होईल. Okay, so here the osmotic concentration decreases. Okay, so we know that is the starch is insoluble in the water. Okay, आणि जेव्हा नाईट टाइमला या गार्ड सेल्स मध्ये काय होईल, तर स्टार्च तयार होईल आणि स्टार्च तयार झाल्यामुळे याचं ऑस्मॉटिक कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जे काय होईल, डिक्रीज होईल. ओके, आणि ऑस्मॉटिक कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन डिक्रीज झाल्यामुळे देर इज द एक्झोऑस्मॉसिस टेक्स प्लेस. That is what happens during the night time. Here during the night time water is given out into the subsidiary cells. Water is given out into the subsidiary cell, that is the exoosmosis takes place. osmotic potential decreases and here exoosmosis takes place. Okay, and due to the exoosmosis पुन्हा इथं काय होईल, the guard cells becomes flaccid. guard cells इथं काय बनतील, flaccid बनतील. Okay, and when the guard cells becomes flaccid, the inner thick wall come near with each other and here the closing of the stomata takes place. म्हणजे इथं इनर थिक वॉल जे आहे ते पुन्हा जवळ येतील आणि स्टोमाटा क्लोज्ड होईल. ओके, सो हियर इट इज ड्यू टू द ट्रान्सपोर्ट ऑफ द प्रोटॉन्स, म्हणून याला काय म्हटलं जातं, प्रोटॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट थेरी. प्रोटॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट थेरी, and this theory it was discovered by the scientist Leavitt. Okay, by the scientist Leavitt. So see, it is about the opening and the closing of the stomata. Okay, we have seen in the opening and the closing of stomata there are the two theories. Okay, one is the starch sugar interconversion theory. It is given by the scientist Stewart. Okay, and next that is proton transport theory. It was proposed by the scientist Leavitt. Okay, so in the sugar starch hypothesis we have seen that is how the opening of the stomata takes place during the daytime and how the closing of the stomata takes place during the night time. By this theory, proton transport theory मध्ये एकच लक्षात ठेवा, there is the exchange of the protons and the potassium and the chlorine. Protons, these are during the daytime protons are transport into the subsidiary cell. Protons बाहेर पडले की बाहेरून सबसिडरी सेल मधून आतमध्ये काय येईल, पोटॅशियम आणि क्लोरीन आयन्स. आणि पोटॅशियम आणि क्लोरीन आयन्स जेव्हा आत येतील गार्ड सेल्स मध्ये, पोटॅशियम आणि मॅलेट हे एकत्र कंबाईन होईल. ओके, अँड देयर इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ पोटॅशियम मॅलेट. अँड पोटॅशियम मॅलेट तयार झालं की या गार्ड सेलचं ऑस्मॉटिक पोटेन्शियल काय होईल, इन्क्रीज होईल. ऑस्मॉटिक पोटेन्शियल इन्क्रीज होतं म्हणजेच काय होतं इथं, तर दॅट इज दी गार्ड सेल्स कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द गार्ड सेल इन्क्रीज होईल. बरोबर आहे ना, म्हणजेच इथं काय होतं, तर गार्ड सेल्सचा डीपीडी काय होईल, नक्कीच काय होईल इथं, इन्क्रीज होईल. बरोबर आहे, आणि जेव्हा डीपीडी इन्क्रीज होईल म्हणजे याची ऍक्च्युअली थर्स्ट इन्क्रीज होईल अँड ड्यू टू विच हियर द एंडोऑस्मोसिस टेक्स प्लेस. एंडोऑस्मोसिस होईल. बरोबर आहे, म्हणजे एक लक्षात ठेवा, डे टाइमला काय होतं, एंडोऑस्मोसिस होतं, वॉटर एंटर होतं, स्टोमाटा गेट्स ओपन. ओके, ड्युरिंग द नाईट टाइम exoosmosis takes place. Okay, and here the stomata gets closed. Okay, so it is about the proton transport theory. Okay, next see that is about the significance of the transpiration. म्हणजे जनरली आपण बघितलं तर ट्रान्सपिरेशनचे सिग्निफिकन्स काय आहेत, व्हॉट इज द इम्पॉर्टन्स. जर प्लांट्स मध्ये ट्रान्सपिरेशन नाही झालं, आता आपण पाहिलं की ट्रान्सपिरेशन प्रोसेसद्वारे जवळजवळ अबाउट 90% वॉटर हे लॉस होतं, म्हणजे वॉटरचा लॉस आहे असं म्हणू आपण. बरोबर आहे ना, आणि मग तरी सुद्धा हे ट्रान्सपिरेशन खूप महत्वाचं आहे. मग त्याच्यामध्ये काही ऍडव्हान्टेजेस किंवा डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस आहेत. मग ऍडव्हान्टेजेस महत्वाचे आहेत की ट्रान्सपिरेशन हे अगदी प्लांट्स मध्ये इसेन्शियल आहेच आहे. ओके, सो व्हॉट आर द सिग्निफिकन्स ऑफ द ट्रान्सपिरेशन, दॅट इज ड्यू टू द ट्रान्सपिरेशन द एक्सेस वॉटर इज रिमूव्ह. ट्रान्सपिरेशन मुळे काय होईल, तर प्लांट्स मध्ये किंवा सॉइल मध्ये जर एक्सेस वॉटर असेल तर ते रिमूव्ह केलं जाईल. देन सेकंड दॅट इज इट हेल्प्स, दॅट इज the passive absorption of the water. We have seen that is due to the transpiration pool is created, and due to transpiration pool here water is absorbed. Okay, so here the ascent of sap it mainly takes place, that is due to the transpiration. Okay, then next that is it helps in the ascent of the sap. So due to the transpiration there is the gaseous exchange takes place, and these gaseous exchange is most important for the photosynthesis and the respiration. Okay, so for the photosynthesis the CO2 is required, while for the respiration the oxygen is required. Okay, so here the gaseous exchange is most important. If the photosynthesis not takes place, how the food material will be produced. ओके, सो गॅसेस एक्सचेंज म्हणजे स्टोमाटा ओपन होतो तेव्हा नक्कीच इथं काय होतात, गॅसेस एक्सचेंज होतात. ओके, अँड द गॅसेस एक्सचेंज इट मेनली टेक्स प्लेस that is due to the transpiration. So here the transpiration it mainly helpful also for increase the turgor of the cells. Okay, so due to the transpiration the turgidity of the cell is maintained. Cell मधली turgidity काय केली जाते इथं मेंटेन केली जाते. And here it helps, most important advantage of the transpiration, it gives the cooling effect. That is we have seen here in the summer season, म्हणजे जर आपण उन्हाळ्यामध्ये जर झाडाखाली बसलो तर आपल्याला थंड वाटतं, म्हणजे कूलिंग इफेक्ट देण्याचं काम सुद्धा कोण करतं, तर ट्रान्सपिरेशन प्रोसेसमध्ये होतं. तर जनरली काय होतं तर टेम्परेचर जे आहे ते लिपचं टेम्परेचर रिड्यूस होतं ड्यू टू द ट्रान्सपिरेशन, वॉटर बाहेर टाकल्यामुळं, आणि जनरली आपल्याला कूलिंग इफेक्ट हा मिळतो. ओके, सो दिस आर द ॲडव्हान्टेजेस. ओके, ॲडव्हान्टेजेस मध्ये आपण काय काय पाहिलं तर एक्सेस वॉटर रिमूव्ह करण्याचं काम करतं, असेंट ऑफ सॅप हे महत्वाचं, किंवा ट्रान्सपिरेशन पूल डेव्हलप झाल्यामुळं वॉटरची मुवमेंट ही इझिली प्लांट्समध्ये होऊ शकते. हाही ट्रान्सपिरेशनचा यूज आहे. देन द ट्रान्सपिरेशन it mainly useful for the exchange of the gases. Okay, it also helps the turgidity of the cell, and the transpiration it gives the cooling effect. Okay, then what are the disadvantages? मग याचे डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस काय सांगता येईल तर डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस खूप कमी आहेत. ओके, ड्यू टू द हाय ट्रान्सपिरेशन रेट, ओके, देर मे बी द विल्टिंग ऑर द इंजुरी इन द प्लांट्स. म्हणजे जर वॉटर जर कमी पडलं पाण्यामध्ये, सॉरी प्लांट्सना, तर काय होऊ शकतं तर वॉटर कमी पडल्यामुळं काय होऊ शकतं तर जर ट्रान्सपिरेशन जर जास्त झालं तर विल्टिंग होऊ शकतं, बरोबर आहे, किंवा प्लांट्सना इंजुरी होऊ शकते. प्लांट्स आपल्याला ड्राय झालेले दिसतील. सो हिअर देर मे बी द डेथ ऑफ द प्लांट, म्हणजे हाय ट्रान्सपिरेशन झालं आणि वॉटर जर प्लांट्सना कमी पडलं तर नक्कीच इथं काय होऊ शकतं, प्लांटची डेथ होऊ शकते. डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस आर minor, advantages are more. That is here the transpiration is most important. Okay, and then one concept is there, that is the transpiration is a necessary evil. हा एक concept आपण बघूया. Why transpiration is known as the necessary evil? Transpiration is known as the necessary evil. That is, during the transpiration we have seen that there is the loss of the water. बरोबर आहे ना, आपण म्हणतो ट्रान्सपिरेशन प्रोसेस मध्ये वॉटर लॉस होतो. म्हणजे मग ट्रान्सपिरेशन नक्की युजफुल आहे का? जवळजवळ जे पाणी घेतलं जातं ते 90% वॉटर हे ट्रान्सपिरेशन प्रोसेसद्वारे लॉस होतं, बरोबर आहे ना. तरी सुद्धा ट्रान्सपिरेशन हे नेसेसरी इव्हिल आहे. Transpiration is the necessary evil. Why transpiration is known as a necessary evil? आणि हा कन्सेप्ट जो आहे तो खूप महत्वाचा आहे. बघा, प्लांट्स मध्ये जर ट्रान्सपिरेशन जर नाही झालं, ओके, आता आपण बघितलं की ट्रान्सपिरेशन प्रोसेस कशी होते प्लांट्स मध्ये. दॅट इज ड्युरिंग द डे टाइम हियर द स्टोमाटा गेट्स ओपन. ओके, अँड ड्यू टू द ओपनिंग ऑफ द स्टोमाटा हियर द गॅसेस एक्सचेंज टेक्स प्लेस. आता गॅसेस एक्सचेंजेस नाही झाले, स्टोमाटा ओपन नाही झालं तर गॅसेस एक्सचेंज होणार नाही, आणि गॅसेस एक्सचेंज नाही झालं, हाऊ द फोटोसिंथेसिस अँड द रेस्पिरेशन विल बी टेक्स प्लेस. अँड फोटोसिंथेसिस अँड रेस्पिरेशन दीज आर द मोस्ट इसेन्शियल ऍक्टिव्हिटी प्रोसेसेस विच आर फॉर द प्लांट्स. फोटोसिंथेसिस नाही झालं तर फूड मटेरियल तयार होणार नाही, बरोबर आहे, आपल्याला पण फूड मिळणार नाहीये. प्लांट्सने फूड नाही तयार केलं तर आपण कुठून घेणार? तर इथं प्लांट्स फूड तयार करू शकणार नाहीत, किंवा रेस्पिरेशन प्रोसेस मध्ये एनर्जी जी तयार होते तीही तयार होणार नाही, बरोबर आहे. मग या प्रोसेस जे आहेत या प्रोसेस मध्ये स्टोमाटा ओपन होणं गरजेचं आहे, क्लोज्ड होणं गरजेचं आहे. त्याचबरोबर इफ द स्टोमाटल ट्रान्सपिरेशन इट मे बी स्टॉप्स हियर, द देअर इफेक्ट विल बी ऑन द प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी ऑफ द प्लांट. त्याचा इफेक्ट हा कशावरती होईल? प्लांट प्रोडक्टिव्हिटीवरती होईल. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे प्लांट्समध्ये फूड मटेरियल तयार होणार नाही. ओके. सो हियर द प्लांट्स डज नॉट प्रोड्यूस द फूड. So here the transpiration is important. Okay, transpiration is important, but it is necessary. It is necessary. Okay, if it is not takes place in the plants, that is the plants does not produce the food material. Okay, so here it is essential, but it is necessary. Okay, so here the scientist Curtis who demonstrate that is the plants is in which here the transpiration is the necessary event. Okay, so scientist Curtis who proved that is the productivity of the plant is dependent on the transpiration. Okay, if transpiration does not take place, okay, that is their stomatal opening will be not takes place. Okay, and if the stomata are not open, there may be their gaseous exchange also not takes place. Okay, so here for the gaseous exchange, here opening of the stomata is essential. When stomata gets open, transpiration will be takes place. So here the transpiration is the necessary event. And it was given by the scientist, that is the Curtis, in 1926. Okay, so it is about the transpiration. Okay, student. So today we see that is about the transpiration process, that is during the transpiration how the opening and the closing of the stomata takes place. Then also we have seen that is about some significance of the transpiration and why the transpiration is known as the necessary evil. Okay, so transpiration is necessary evil and it was proposed by the scientist Curtis. Okay, so student, today we stop here and it is the last lecture. So here we complete the topic, that is the plant water relations.